Hello everyone, good afternoon. Once again, my name is Omoja Emmanuel. I want to welcome you to our very first video where we shall be looking at the real content. Thank you for subscribing. For those of you who have subscribed, if you have not yet subscribed to this video, to this YouTube channel, I kindly request you to subscribe to it and then turn on the notification bell, like, and then share. So straight away, let's get to business. Computer literacy and computer skills. What is computer literacy? Computer literacy is basically the ability to use computers and related technologies to perform specific tasks. So we are looking at your ability to use a computer and use its related technologies to carry out different kinds of tasks. So when we look at computer literacy, we have to look at the key things we need to know. One, you need to understand the hardware, the computer hardware, and how it works. In other words, you need to know what the definition of computer is. You need to know the different types of the input devices. You need to know the different types of the output devices. The processing unit, you need to know all of them. I will come back to it. But then the other thing that you need to know in computer literacy is how do you go about data management. In data management, I mean, how do you organize your files? How do you organize your folders? How do you save a file? How do you save a folder? And then after organizing and saving everything, at what time do you need to retrieve? And how do you retrieve your information that you've already saved in the computer system? So among other things, also you need to understand how do operating systems work. How do software systems work? And software systems like Microsoft, you're looking at Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft PowerPoint, spreadsheet, you're looking at Access, Publisher, and many others. But also you want to look at softwares like browsers. How do I browse data? How do I search when I need to be on the internet? You need to research on something. You need to use the browser. How do I use it? Also, it forms the basis of computer literacy. So, straight away, come with me and we begin with a computer. What is a computer? Someone may ask, what is a computer? A computer, you can say it's an electronic device, or some people may simply say it's an electronic machine that takes in data input. And when it takes this data input, it should be in position to process the data, make something that didn't make sense, make it to make sense. And after processing it, the computer should be in position to give out outputs in terms of information. So you realize, I will repeat again, it is electronic device that takes in a data input, processes it, and then gives out output in terms of information. So there are key things that I have spoken a little bit in the definition. One, you're looking at it's electronic, it's a machine. It's a machine that helps you to do some other tasks. It replaces what a human being can do. And then also we're talking about data. So data in simple terms is unprocessed, or it is these are raw facts. You're gathering them from here and there, but they don't really make so much sense. They need to undergo processing in order for something to make sense, to change it into information. So data, these are just raw facts. And then you're looking at input. In input, we need to insert, we need to put something into the computer. And then we're looking at the output. In other words, we need to extract, we need to retrieve what we have put into the computer, and so that it can be consumed by either you or by the audience that you target. So that's it. So what is the importance of computers? So you realize in this current generation, all fields have literally shifted to computer technology. You look at education. Education is utilizing computer technology. You look at the health sector. You go to the hospital, people are using computer systems for managing patients. You go for work. In your workplace, it's all about computer. You talk about communication. Every now and then, we communicate. We use computer devices for communications. In telecommunications companies, they use computers. You look at the bank. The bank basically uses computers. So computers really help man to be more effective, to be more quick. That is the importance of what? Computer. The other thing that I would shortly speak about is maybe briefly the different parts of a computer. So like the definition says, inputs data, processes information, and then gives output in terms of information. So in other words, we have the hardware as part of the computer system. So the hardware, these are basically devices that help in inputting data into the computer system. And we have examples of them. If you would wait and see a little bit, we have examples of them like the keyboard. The keyboard, I just want to show you the image of the keyboard. And you see, this is the beauty of computer literacy. You should be in position to know when to use the browser. You should be in position to know when to go to your internet. So like this, the image you're seeing here, yes, this one. Sorry about this. Yes, this is the keyboard. So the keyboard is actually basically used for typing, entering information into the computer system. The other input device or hardware device is the mouth. So the mouth, when you search for the mouth, this is the spelling of the what? Of the mouth. It's not your mouth, the one you use for eating food. It is the one we use for either for clicking, basically. So this is what I call the mouth. This one here. So you see the mouth. There is in the middle. There is a scrolling wheel. That is the one you use for scrolling. But then on your left, there is a left button. On your right, there is a right button. So when you click on the left, this is what we call left clicking. And with the left clicking, we are basically selecting something. But when you click right, or right click, this is to give you more alternative options. It doesn't give you only one. So with the left clicking, when you click it, it selects an item. And then when you double click, when we talk about double clicking, we're only talking about left click. So double clicking only works on left clicking. With right clicking, it's only once, and then it gives you alternatives. Yeah. So one of the other input device that we can talk about is the microphone. The microphone helps us to input sound data into the computer system. So briefly, let me talk about the output devices. The output devices, we basically talk about the printers, we talk about the desktop, we talk about the speakers. These are devices that bring out the information that the computer has already processed. So not to go deep into that, let me also introduce to you how do you start the computer. Your computer is off. Like in this perspective, I'm going to speak about basically the personal computers. I'm not going to speak about the desktop computers that are used in offices. I'm talking about the personal computers that you have access to it and you can easily use it. So the personal computer, there is always a power button. Like for this one, it is on the right. It is on the right extreme end. Some of them, they have it's just a round button. It can be on the top. It can be at the side. It depends on which kind of laptop you really have. But that laptop, when your computer has power, when you press on it, then it is in position to turn on your computer. So when your computer is turned on, this is the interface that it brings. And this interface is the one we call the desktop. In the desktop, we have different things. We have the folder, which you're seeing it is here. It's kind of brown, it's a square, and then it's showing a little bit opened here. But also you have some other things like, so wait a moment, the folder is the one that stores subfolders and stores your files. So all your files have to be organized in the folder. In case you have some other sub-files, you can as well organize them in the folder. Then the other thing, a file, this is how a file looks. And this file is a file of a Microsoft Office Word document. This is it. And then we also have some other icons like this is the VLC media player. This is an application that is basically used for playing videos, and then some other audios. And then also you have some other applications like Adobe Acrobat. For those of us who want to read, we're in school, this is basically what you'll be using for opening up a PDF documents, and then you read them. And then this is a Google Chrome. This is what we call the browser. In case you want to access your internet, you can just come to this Google Chrome, and then you click on it. You've been positioned to use your internet as long as you're connected to a network. So I also want to talk about one last thing in a computer, and that is the taskbar. So when each document that is opened, each task that is opened, it will be shown in the taskbar. The taskbar, I mean this downer part. This computer has Windows 11 installed in it, so you're looking at these icons located at the middle or at the center of this desktop. But then with the Windows 10 computers, you will see these icons being on the extreme right side. So looking at this taskbar, I want to take us through this button here. It is called the start button, but it is also called the window button. So this is a very important button, button. When you click on it, it brings for you the menu. It brings for you the menu. But the other thing that is important in the menu is this start button, or you call it the power button. So when you click this power button, you will see a lot of menu also coming. There is, do you want to restart your computer? Or do you want to shut down your computer? Or do you want to make your computer to sleep? Or you have other sign option. So this restart button, this one is very important in that when your computer, maybe you need to restart it. So this is what we call warm booting, restarting a computer that is on. But in case you're done with everything, you've closed all the folders, you've closed all your files, you can just come in here, and then you click this window button, and then you click here, and then you click shut down the computer. Then you wait for the light at the start button to go off, and that will help you in shutting down your computer. In case you want to search something shortly, there is also a search button here. You want to look at, this is for the internet connections. You want to see your time, you can see it a bit here. So this is what basically computers are. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I hope you have enjoyed the session, and I hope you have subscribed, because I want to assure you the next video that is going to come is going to be it's going to be on Microsoft Word, opening a Microsoft Word, and then operating it and saving it. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to turn on the notification bell, and also don't forget to share. We meet in the next video. Bye-bye.